Hello everyone, and welcome back to our weekly series of Is the Shrine Worth It? The series where we have a look at the perks and the Shrine of Secrets and see if they're really worth your 2,000 iridescent shards each. This week, unfortunately, we have a very disappointing shrine. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. We have perks from the Dredge, the Singularity, Yui, and Cheryl. Those perks are Darkness Revealed, Forced Hesitation, Lucky Break, and Soul Guard. Let's get into the Survivor perks first. Our first Survivor perk is Soul Guard. Gain the Endurance status effect for 8 seconds after being healed or having recovered from the dying state. While cursed by a hex, you can fully recover from the dying state. This effect can only be triggered once every 30 seconds. This is what it looks like in game. I am going to give Soul Guard a 9 out of 10. I think it's a surprisingly strong perk. These days, a lot of people are running a hex in their build, which means that it can only be stronger as you can recover yourself again and again and again from the dying state. I also wouldn't say that you need to have any other perks whilst you're playing with this one. I used Conviction in the example just to show how it looks when you actually get up and Soul Guard is used to protect you. Whether you think this is a strong perk or not, it is from a licensed character, and any perk from a licensed character is worth picking up in the shrine. 100% pick this up. Let's move on to the second perk. Our second perk is Lucky Break. Lucky Break activates anytime you're injured. While Lucky Break is active, you won't leave trails of blood or scratch marks for a total of 60 seconds. While healthy, for each 1 second spent healing another survivor, increase Lucky Break's duration by 1 second. Lucky Break's duration cannot increase beyond its starting value. This is what it looks like in game. I'm going to give Lucky Break a 5 out of 10. I don't think it's an incredible perk, but I also don't think it's absolutely rubbish. It is pretty good at making you disguise from the killer and being able to sneak off into a corner and heal or just get away from a chase. Whether you think it's strong or weak, unfortunately it is from Yui, and Yui is one of the first characters to be added to the game that is not licensed. So I would stay away from this in the shrine this week. Let's move on to the killer perks. Our first killer perk is Darkness Revealed. When you search a locker, the auras of all survivors within 8 meters of any lockers are revealed to you for 8 seconds. Darkness Revealed has a cooldown of 30 seconds. This is what it looks like in game. I'm going to give this perk an 8 out of 10. I think it's really solid. On top of it being really good if you play characters that need to interact with lockers, like the Dredge or Huntress or the Trickster, it gives you loads and loads of information in the game. I would highly recommend running this in any of your builds. Unfortunately, it is from the Dredge, and the Dredge is not a licensed character. You're much better off buying the Dredge for a few more iridescent shards and leveling the Dredge up so that you can unlock all 3 of his perks instead of just this one from the shrine. Our fourth and final perk is Forced Hesitation. When a survivor is put in the dying state by any means, all other survivors standing within 16 meters of range around them suffer from the hindered status effect for 10 seconds, reducing their movement speed by 20%. This perk goes on a 30-second cooldown. This is what it looks like in game. I'm going to give this perk a 4 out of 10. I think it's quite niche, and there are only a few killers off the top of my head that would actually benefit from using this perk. Those killers are the Trickster and Bubba. That's because they can get downs in very quick succession, and they can get hits off in very quick succession too. Whether you think this perk is strong or weak, it is from an unlicensed character, so I wouldn't recommend picking it up in the shrine. Instead, you could pick up the Singularity and get all 3 of their perks through the Blood Web instead. So to recap this week, a very disappointing week. We want to pick up Soul Guard, and that's the only perk we want to pick up. We want to stay away from Darkness Revealed, Forced Hesitation, and Lucky Break. Thank you for watching this week's video, and I hope that we get a better shrine next year. See you then, bye!